Welcome in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Glad everybody is with us this morning. Hopefully you're getting a juice, a coffee, having some breakfast, kicking back, enjoying the morning. If you're up in Paso, it's smoky. And if you're down here in SLO County town, San Luis Obispo, it's cold and overcast.
It's cold out there.
Yes, it is. When I came down here, it's 58 degrees. That's pretty cold.
That's too cold.
I've been in 100 degree heat all week.
I know.
That's too hot.
I'm used to it, though. It's nice and dry. But anyway, we're glad you guys are here. Stay with us, and we're going to have some good conversation today. It is PGA Championship weekend. A lot of interesting things happening there. I think golf is just, again, proven in the majors. You never really know what's going to happen. You think you know what's going to happen, but you never really know.
Never know.
Boy, I put in my picks, thought real highly of them. Well, nobody else did.
And we're going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Billy texted Nikki and I, Dave, at the last second, and said, "Hey, here's my picks."
Well,
we
Billy's
forgot.
always high on Hideki.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he has his picks, and then Nikki and I can make picks, and we want to hear your picks too. So, but we'll get to that. But again, if you guys should join us here, it's Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, brought to you by SlickSticks.com. Mr. Dave Schimantel's in the house, the one and only. You guys want to call him for clubs, repairs, adjusting lofts and lies, flight scope, golf lessons, golf schools, 805-598-9993.
It happened again this week.
What's that?
Guy bought a brand new set of clubs, calls me up and says, "Can you fit me to them?"
Really?
Yeah.
People,
so-
stop.
so
These
painful.
People don't do that.
It's
No.
really
It's very
really
expensive
is.
what it is.
It's really painful.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
I mean, that's kind of there's some topics in our loose impediments, which we've been doing now for the last month or so. And I've got a lot of really good feedback on the loose impediment segment. And by the way, Dave, people love you. Seriously. I can't tell
we
you.
do too, Dave.
I can't tell you how many people I've run into and they're like, "Oh, you guys are you do the radio show?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What, Dave? Dave, I love Dave." We love Dave too, man.
I do too.
Yeah, that's good. You should love Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a very common thing, unfortunately. I mean, it
What, the
really is
people love
with
Dave?
with the people that buy the clubs.
No, don't go so far.
That's not unfortunate. The people that buy clubs and then they want to get them right.
Actually, I had that, and yesterday a guy brought that. What's the new Ping 400?
Yeah, the G400.
Brought it into the shop.
Yeah.
Said need a shaft in it,
Really?
and I pulled one shaft and put another one in. And those go for what, $500? Something like
They're
that.
a lot. I just saw the new G400 series stuff this last week. Dave Anderson
Yeah,
came
they
by.
came out this week,
Yeah.
I think.
And I've seen, we've had the iron at Paso Robles Golf Club for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, a couple
But the
weeks.
driver, wow, that looks pretty amazing. I mean, again, looks are just looks, but
It looks like a spaceship.
it does.
It looks pretty cool.
Just when you think they can't come up with another design in golf, they do. I mean, they just keep going with it. But that's interesting. Was it the Alta shaft that was in that G400?
I didn't really pay that much attention
Yeah.
to it. It was kind of a copper color.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and you know what it does? I mean, just this cracked me up
It
when
clashed with the turbulators.
whoa, when you go in the sun, that copper shaft turns black.
Oh, cool.
So when you stand over the ball over there and you dress the golf ball and the club's below you, it's no longer copper; it's black. You remember the cars
Well, the
that used to
old,
change colors with the
Yeah.
sun? That's what the shaft does.
AccuFlex
Really?
Evolution shaft did that.
Yeah.
It turned like orange, gold, red, and
Yeah.
depending on how you looked at it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we'll get further into it. But I just throw out there what we're going to do today. You persevere through things in life, and I wouldn't call this a major issue, but my printer at home was not working. And usually, for those of you guys out there, although Dave brought up a very valid point, Billy will make circles. We call them circles, even though they're on squares of paper. And he'll bring them in. It'll kind of have the outline of the show, and then we try to run with the outline, but with this show, we just go with the flow, whatever's going, kind of like what we just did. And so we don't have any circles or squares, but I have a lot of stuff written down. And so one of the things is about clubs and about fitting, which, Dave, you brought up. Another thing is our loose impediments, which are in our coffee cup, which we should take a picture of that and put that on social media.
We should.
It's
Here's some
nice
topics.
stuff.
Here's some topics that I have that can be loose impediments, or they don't have to be. What is a fan? All right. What would you guys consider a true fan, and what are the responsibilities of a fan
To cool
at
you
a
off,
at a sporting event?
to keep you cool.
Yeah, they could keep you cool. Dump a beer on your head.
No, you turn it
Ice,
on.
you know.
Sometimes you have.
Oh, you're talking about a
blood
different. I'm talking
orange or
about at a
something.
sporting event.
Oh, okay. Well,
What is a fan? What are the boundaries of being a fan?
Yeah, the
You know,
boundaries.
what are the boundaries? So there's a topic.
a good
What's up
topic.
with Phil Mickelson?
he's not very good.
The ebb and flow of golf.
Yeah, that's
He had a tough
exactly
week.
it.
I think
That's a tough course too.
Oh my gosh!
Man, that thing's playing hard.
I think and we'll expand on it because we can pick these and we can pick the from the loose impediments as well. And then I've got a couple different drills. Some of them that I tried out, I had seen, and I hadn't seen these before. One of them especially that I tried out with the first tee kids on Thursday, which was teenage kids,
Yeah.
and it was pretty phenomenal what happened. So and it's a really simple drill, and you guys may have heard of it or not, but as we get to that point, I'll throw it out there.
I want to learn.
Yeah. So these are all teasers.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I wanted to say a couple things on this day in history. I thought it was really interesting. The USGA was founded.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
back in the late 1880s, 1890s. And I also found that the Southern California SCGA was founded as well
On this day?
on this day in history.
Wow.
So I thought, congratulations to USGA. They've partnered with the show here with Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. They've got a great campaign going called Play 9. You know, if you don't have the time, Play 9, which I think is awesome. I even saw an article the other day that said, "Don't have the time, play 3 holes."
Oh, I'm a
Yeah.
firm believer in that.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Better
that's
than not playing at all.
exactly. And I think with golf, the more you can get out there, if it's 3
bet.
holes, 2 holes, hit a bucket of balls, play 9.
Play till it's dark.
That's some of
There you go. There's
most,
the
that's some of the most fun I've ever had.
play till you can't see
Yeah,
anymore.
just
That's right. That's my
play till you
theory.
Drop.
Play till you into a pond. But anyway, happy birthday to USGA.
Oh, that's really neat. I told
yeah.
those guys, I said, you got to get together. Come on, make something. And so they finally did get together and start the USGA. So that was
You
was
did.
nice.
That
Yeah.
was good, Dave. I didn't think you wanted to kind of share your age or anything with anybody.
Oh no, that was a while back.
But anyway, so happy birthday, USGA, SCGA from Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy and Dave and Nikki Anderson.
You had a birthday.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And
You
and it
don't
was
look happy about it.
no, it was awesome.
Oh,
I
did you?
I
What'd you
actually
do?
had to think back, and I had to think that it was already a week and a half ago. So I'm getting one more step closer to 50. I'm getting there.
Oh,
48. So, oh, it was awesome. My mom called me up out of the blue. I always call her on the way home after the show just to say hi. She's 82, 83. She still works full time as
Good
a
for her.
CPA. She just keeps going. And she called me up, or I called her up, and she goes, "Hey, I'm coming down for your birthday. I'm taking you out to dinner." I'm like, "You don't have to do that." She's like, "I'm driving down." So she drives down from the Bay Area, comes down last Thursday, which is my birthday, and she goes, "Where do you want to go?" And I'm torn. I got 2 places I like to go. I end up going to Goshi, which used to be Sarugi's, which is I'm their family to my family.
Okay.
I've known them since the early '90s, and unfortunately, Goshi passed away a while back, and his wife was really good friends with our family. Took care of my kids when they were really young, so we went to the Goshi in Paso.
Was that a sushi place or something?
Yeah.
Sushi
Oh, okay.
place, and they've
Awesome.
got other food up there too that's not sushi in case people don't like sushi. And my mom, being 82, she's just whooping it up. She's like, "I think I'm getting some sake," and so she gets some sake, and I'm like, I haven't had sake since I was in college, and I will tell you that the experiences with sake in college they were really fun, but there were a lot that were really bad. And so when she busted out the sake and it was cold, and I used to drink it warm, and then the sake she got was more sweet than dry.
Okay.
There's like a sweet and a dry, and I took a sip of it, man, and I immediately went back in time. I'm like, oh, I can't do that anymore. I just can't. My mom goes, "How do you like it?" I go, "It's okay."
I could get in trouble.
I had my right. This is one thing. If people out there are celiacs or for whatever reason you can't have regular beer, Goshi in Paso and I'm sure Goshi here in San Luis have rice beer, and I'm telling you, it is
okay?
really, really good. If
Rice
I
is okay?
oh yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. It was really, really good beer. I mean, it was amazing. So we had a great time. I had family time. It was awesome. And then, no, I better not share that part. I'm gonna wait.
No, I want to hear.
I shared it with Nikki yesterday at the lesson. I'm not going to share it. But thank you, Dave. It was a great birthday. Had a lot of fun.
I'm glad to hear it.
How was your guys' week? This last week.
Oh,
Anything exciting happen?
yeah.
Mine was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I had a great putting lesson.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. It was
We
awesome.
did. It was fun yesterday.
Yeah, it was a great way of doing it. I mean, there's only so long you can putt without like trying to make it somewhat interesting.
Well, and when the putting lessons are 2 hours long,
Exactly.
you've got to change it up somehow.
You got to keep your focus.
2 hours, a long time.
We came up with a combination between, I think, Nikki and I. We came up with a new putting game, but it was on course, and we'll have to expand on that
Yeah.
as we cruise through the show
Yeah.
here because we're only almost at the first break. But what's up, Dave? You're down. What's going on?
Well, you made me think about the week.
Was that bad?
Well, I went in for a medical procedure.
Oh,
that's
David.
similar to Roto-Rooter.
Uh-oh.
So how was your week, Mike?
And you're not excited about that?
No, I wasn't. Well, actually, I might do it again. It wasn't bad.
Everything's good, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you're waiting to see.
We're going to find out, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I hope for the best on that because, yeah, I
it'll
had
be
that.
fine.
I had that late last year, and it was interesting. to say the
Interesting
least.
is a good word.
Yeah. It was very, very interesting. It's funny you brought that up because I talked to someone who was talking to me about I had a friend of mine who ended up with cancer recently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
to hear that.
this person, they found out, they went in, they did the whole, colonoscopy, the whole bit. And you talk to some people and they're like, it's easy, piece of cake. I had my first one at the end of last year because my dad was diagnosed with colon cancer and they had to go in immediately and remove part of his intestine. And so they said, you guys got to get in with myself and my sisters. You better get in now because this is a really bad form of cancer and it's definitely hereditary. And I went in and I came out and it took me 3 months to feel normal.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got the celiac and all the other stuff. I think my insides are just really, really sensitive,
Yeah.
And so when you're sticking things up there.
And down there. I had a double header.
You did too?
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
Hey, high five, man.
Wow.
I did too.
I
Thank
missed.
God.
I did too. Yeah, I had the double head. It wiped me out. I mean, when I got home, I felt pretty good when I got home, and then I woke up the next day after having the endoscope and the colonoscopy, and it felt good. I went to work. Man, I got 6 hours in. I was done.
Really?
I was done. I'm like, I got to go home. I can't. Yeah, and it took me almost 3 months. I didn't feel quite right. Something wasn't right. So, when they do those procedures, which, it's thank God they have them, for cancer and for other reasons to check out, make sure you're clean. But,
Oh, you're clean.
they think that with me that they scraped something when they were in there.
Oh.
They hit a corner and, because they're putting a tube up there. And if it hits a corner and they scrape the inside of the intestine, it can irritate
Mess
it.
you up,
Yeah.
yeah. My wife said I was a real jerk the night before.
Were you?
So, honey, I'm sorry. I'll apologize again.
Was that because you had to spend the whole time on the,
Well, that stuff didn't taste very good either. Anyway, let's go. How's the PGA going this year?
It's good. When we come back, we'll talk more about
Glad
it.
I brought that
Some
up.
guys got flushed right out.
Oh,
They're still playing, but
Some guys got cut too.
they're down at there. Some guys got really flushed right out of there. I will tell you, I'll end with this, and then we won't do any more. And of course, this is fitting because it is the morning BM right now.
And they
Segment.
drained their putts and everything, huh?
Hey, I will tell you when I was going through it, it was perfect because it was football season. And I'm telling you, man, there's nothing better than Wi-Fi. And if you're going to have a colonoscopy and the day before, you got to take the stuff and you got to spend the whole time on the Golden Throne. Nothing better than having an iPad and watching some football.
God bless America.
Oh my
Feel
gosh,
like you're
yeah.
right in the middle, right in the trenches, right on the front line. It's like, hut, 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 go,
I wish I
Oh
would've
my gosh,
never
there is a
brought
plus
that
to
up.
technology.
Isn't there? You gotta love it. All right. With that being said, that was our morning BM. I don't
Yes,
think
it
I don't know how it
was.
could be more fitting than that. And thanks for your contributions, Dave.
And
That was
speaking
perfect.
of fittings, there.
Guys, we'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, brought to you by TaylorMade Golf. Check out the latest M1, M2 drivers, fairway woods, hybrids, and irons at TaylorMadeGolf.com today. When we come back, we'll be doing loose impediments. We got some topics out there. What defines a fan, or what are the boundaries of being a fan is one of them. What's up with Phil Mickelson? And the ebb and flow of golf. You saw it this weekend with the PGA Championship, which is still ongoing. Some big names who did not make the cut, and a couple majors ago, they were stellar. So what happens? Why does it happen in golf? I don't know. We'll find
It's
out.
golf.
Stay with us. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. We'll be right back.